Hey dolls, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you like and subscribe and also hit the bell notification button. That way anytime that I post a video, you guys will get the notification right away. And follow me on Instagram at OSJ1988. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about my absolute essentials that I can't even imagine doing without when I was going through my round 1 Brazilian butt lift, which is also called a BBL. I got this surgery done about a year ago at Baltic surgery, and I am going in again for round 2 on October 5th. So that's coming up in about a week and a half. I'm really glad that a lot of these items I already have. So if some of you are getting a BBL, make sure that you just keep it just in case. Not the things that can go bad, not like medications or, body wash or anything like that, but the things that you can reuse, it really adds up. So make sure that whatever your cost is for your BBL, that you also consider that you have to get these items as well, or items that would work for you. Me personally, I am very, I have to have the things that I absolutely, not just what the doctor says to get, but that I saw made a huge difference with my round 1 BBL that I'll now be also using for my round 2. Now there are some things that I'm like, oh, I could have done without that. So I'm leaving that completely out of the video. So anything that I don't mention, it just means that it wasn't very crucial for me, or it wasn't, so I felt like I could live without it and not spend that money. So you're going to see a lot of these videos, and everyone has their opinion. They all have what worked for them and what didn't. This personally worked for me. I'm going to share the links of where to get these things as well. I love the finer things in life, but I know where I can purchase things at kind of more of a wholesale cost or in bulk or whatnot that I'm going to use regardless. So let's get started. I want to first start off with the iron. Sorry, my bird is going crazy over there. I want to first start off with the iron. So in order to get this procedure done, your iron level has to be at a certain point. And a lot of the time they tell you to take supplements. Just to make sure that your iron level is at least at that number, which they're going to check right before your surgery. And also they'll check your blood and everything about a month before as well. A lot of them come in pill form. For me personally, I got this on Amazon, and it is an absolute must. You will not be able to do surgery unless your iron level is at least right, if not higher than what they need it to be. So the first item here is the SSS Tonic. Let me show you guys here. So this item you can get on Amazon. I'm sure you can probably get it online somewhere else. Maybe, I don't know, health food store, something of the sort. So this comes in liquid form, and it's not very good. It is kind of irony, metally tasting. Absolute must. Start taking it before surgery. Get that iron level up so that when you get there, that's the least of your concern, is that they're going to send you back and say your iron level isn't high enough. So with this, like with the directions, it says 3 tablespoons daily after a meal. So 3 tablespoons a day. I would do 3 or 4, kind of just depending on how close you're getting to surgery. So SSS Tonic is an absolute must. Okay, my next item, aside from what they're going to give you at the surgery center, so make sure you bring enough cash for it as well, because whoever is driving you or whatnot is going to have to pick up your prescription while you are in surgery. So I handed off my ID card to the person that came with me, and while I was in surgery, they went and picked up my painkillers and my antibiotics that the surgery center provides. So don't worry about getting those, they'll get those for you. However, make sure that you get a Tylenol, just regular Tylenol. I got the store brand basic acetaminophen So this is good to have on hand because, like with painkillers for me, I am all about if I'm in pain, take those painkillers, girl. Like I'd rather not be in pain. But once it starts kind of dwindling off, much better to take these, only because also you get really constipated taking those pain pills for so long too. So you might want to switch over to Tylenol once it gets a little bit easier for you. My next thing that I got is the Bromelain, and this is an enzyme that is a pineapple enzyme. So pineapple is really good for recovery and such. I personally start taking this a little bit before surgery, and this is also something that I'm going to be taking right after surgery and just kind of on the daily. And there's, it'll say on the bottle how much of it to take. So the Bromelain dietary supplement is great too. It's pineapple, and I'll talk about pineapple juice later. So that one's a must for me. Another thing that I got that a lot of girls didn't really talk about is Arnica pills. I know they have a bunch of like Arnica gels and such, but I also got the pill form, and I got this on Amazon as well. And I will link it below. So with this, it says it targets relief for bruising, stiffness, swelling, pain, and muscle soreness. So these really worked for me the first time around, so I bought another bottle for my round 2 as well. My bruising was really bad, and I bruise really easily to begin with anyways. So this really helped the healing process. I feel like if I didn't take those, it would just go to shit from there. I would just stay bruised for a long time. So speaking of bruising, this is another thing that is not necessarily on the doctor's list, but it really worked for me. These are lymphatic drainer drops, and I got these online as well, and you put them on your tongue. I would take these right before your massage. So anytime that you have a massage, take these about an hour before, a couple of drops under your tongue, read the directions. Now keep in mind, I'm not a doctor. I did go to nursing school, but I'm not a doctor. This is just my opinion of what worked for me, and I completely noticed a huge difference when I was getting the lymphatic drainage massages, that this really helped. 1 or 2 of the massages I forgot to take this, and I didn't drain quite as well. So there's the lymphatic drainer drops. They are a little more expensive than the rest of the stuff that you can get for under 10 bucks, but these really worked. I'm going to link that below as well. Now, with that said, I just got a pill box, and it has morning, afternoon, and night. And what I'm gonna do before I even get to the surgery center is put all of my medications in there, minus of course your antibiotic, your pain pillar, your pain pill, and if they do give you a nausea pill as well. Once you get those, then you can fill them up as well. It just, that way you're not, or whoever's taking care of you is not like, did I give her medicine or not? You're on the right track, you're taking all your vitamins, you're taking your medication, and so on. So aside from those, some of the things that are an absolute must for whoever is taking care of you, hand sanitizer, and we know with this pandemic, it's everywhere right now. Get hand sanitizer, don't let anyone touch you, touch yourself. Obviously do not put this on your open wounds, but for your hands, hand sanitizer, I always have it in the bathroom. What I'm gonna do, my boyfriend is gonna be taking care of me at his house. He'll be taking me to the center for my surgery as well. What I'll do is I'll lay everything out in the bathroom and just have everything completely ready for him, have the bed ready and stuff, and have one of those big gallon containers, couple of gallon containers, plastic containers that'll have all the extras in there, so that way we can keep refilling what we need for the bathroom. And I'll just keep everything in like a little basket or something in the bathroom, so when I ask him, he doesn't have to be digging through stuff and he can just grab it. Another thing too, a lot of people don't mention, I'm buying a box of gloves, just regular gloves, so that way if I need help with something, if I need him to help me get, undressed or get me in the shower or whatever the situation is, gloves. If he needs to help me for some reason, I'm hurting so much that I can't wash myself or something, better safe than sorry, wrap it up. The next item I'm going to talk about is Hibiclens. Extremely important. I ordered these off Amazon. Me having kids, I have these at home anyways. I use this personally. It's an antimicrobial skin cleanser. I used it the night before my surgery all over my body as you know, a wash, and then the next morning as well. And this is what you're going to want to wash yourself with in the shower. I know some people were saying the dial soaps, the gold soaps are good. Personally, Hibiclens, it's what they use at the hospitals. You can't get cleaner than that. Use this. This is what I also use for my incisions and such in the shower. Don't scrub, but when you're washing your body and all that, you have to have the Hibiclens. Now, that being said, with your wounds, you will have some open wounds, especially in the front, in the pubic area there. You'll have one on each side that will be draining. Now, whether you're going to have drains or not depends on your surgeon, depends on your body. I personally just woke up to literally 2 incisions about an inch big that were just draining. Like stuff was coming out of them, fluid was coming out of them, and it was at first bloody, and then it kind of got more of a yellowish, kind of mucusy. It's good. Let all that drain out. Hence the lymphatic massages that you get. When the masseuse is massaging you, he's getting all of that fluid out. You don't want to develop where the fluid stays and creates a pocket. So aside from the Hibiclens when you're in the shower, what I got is a couple of syringes. There's no needle on it, just the syringe. This is an open packet. They usually come wrapped up, just of saline water. And so what I would do is, while I'm in the shower, after using the Hibiclens, before I am drying myself off, I'd open this and I'd squirt a little bit, not directly in there, that's gonna hurt, but just kind of, you know, around it and on it. That way you're really washing all of the soap off. These are super cheap. You can get like 100 of them for really, really cheap. I'll link everything below. Just saline syringes. Don't need needles. Do not take needles. Do not put this directly into your incisions either. This is for, you're probably for the most part going to have the 2 incisions I was talking about by your pubic area. You'll probably have 2 like right here under your breasts, and then you'll have 2 on your upper back, and probably 1 like right in your butt crack. This is just to get the soap out once you're done with the shower. Now, one of the things that I ordered on Amazon and it has not come in yet is an antiseptic spray, and that is also for, you know, cleaning off before you're reapplying your gauze and your faja and your boards and all of that. So my step-by-step was this. I would take everything off, get in the shower, take everything off, you know, wash myself, Hibiclens, definitely, then turn off the water, use the saline water just to kind of get everything off of your incisions with the syringe, and then I would step out, obviously dry myself off, and then apply the antiseptic spray. So I'll include a picture of that right now. And that I would spray onto my openings, onto any incisions that I have, and before I cover them with the gauze and such. Now that's another item that I just ordered more of. I don't have it here with me, but gauze, just regular little squares of gauze. Get a huge box of it. You're gonna need it. Trust me, just get it. You wanna, after you put the antiseptic spray on it, you wanna put the gauze on each incision that's draining before you put, this is my suggestion. So with the doctors, some doctors say to do this, some doctors say gauze is all you need. To me, gauze, all you need, is complete bullshit. It's gonna soak through within 2.2 minutes. So pads, Maxi pads, I got boxes and boxes of Maxi pads on each incision before you put your faja on. You're gonna Hibiclens, you're going to do the saline water on top of it after, you're gonna dry off, put the antiseptic spray, put gauze first on your incisions, and then you're gonna put a pad on each incision as you're pulling your faja back up on you. So have somebody help you. These absorb so much. Get the Maxi pads, get the biggest ones, the super, super plus. Obviously, you're not gonna keep them in there for a really long time, especially the first couple of days. You're gonna drain a lot. You're gonna have a lot of blood. You're gonna go through them quickly. Trust me, I don't even care if you go to your dollar store. It doesn't have to be the best pads in the world. Something that can soak all of that up. Maxi pads, huge. And then I always have baby wipes, but like I said, I have kids anyways. So for me, I have like a lifetime supply of baby wipes all the time on me. Whether it's for your hands, whether you're, leaking down your leg with the fluids and everything coming out, just have some baby wipes on you. Sometimes if I don't have face wipes, and I'm huge on really taking care of my skin and my skincare and everything, when you're in pain after the procedure like that, you don't really care. I use these unscented things to wipe my face with too. It is what it is. Baby wipes, you're welcome. The next item is going to be hydrogen peroxide. Do not put this on your wounds. This is not a knee scrape. We are not children. This is not for your wounds. Again, do not put this on your wounds. Don't put this on your wounds. Antiseptic spray only, unless your doctor says otherwise. This is to get the stains out of your faja. Your faja is the compression thing that you're going to wear. It looks like these long shorts that you pull up and, have the straps on them that suction you in. It's like an undergarment, kind of like a Spanx type thing. You're going to bleed all over that mofo. So hydrogen peroxide is going to get that blood out. The surgery center is going to provide you with a faja. That's how you're going to go home. And that sucker is going to be soaked. And I want to say you can't rinse off for about a day. But remember, it's been a year since I went. So regardless, even though they say they provide you with the stage 1 faja, I still bought myself another one. And I found it on like OfferUp or something. Someone had a brand new one and I bought it. And I bought a size extra large. You want to buy a little bit bigger for your stage 1. And then your stage 2 faja is definitely something that you need to prefer a certain brand. Me personally, one that really worked for me is called Maria E. You're not going to wear this for a while. So just remember that your stage 1 faja is what you go home with. They provide that for you. You don't have to have another stage 1 faja, but girl, you are not going to want to be out of that thing for 2 hours while you're throwing it in the wash. You are going to be out of breath. You're going to want that thing back on to compress you. Personally, if you can find it for cheaper, I seriously think I paid maybe $20. And it was a brand new one that someone just didn't need and never used and still had tags on it. Girl, do it. It is so worth it. That way, while you're washing another one, you can shower and throw another one on. Do I have a favorite one? I do. Baltic Center did provide a great faja for when I left, but this one held me over for a couple of hours in between. Maria E. I really liked for my stage 2 faja, and that comes later down the line. This has a little bit more, it's not quite as stretchy. It's a little more of a hard material, which is good. You want to be super, super compressed. So Maria E, really like this brand. There's a few other brands. At this point, I have accumulated 6 or 7 different fajas. Some are my favorite, some are okay. They just hold me over for a few hours while one is washing. But with the fajas, that's what the hydrogen peroxide is for, is to wash the blood stains out of it. A lot of the time they just come right out when you throw them in the wash. Or don't be lazy, or don't have your man be lazy. Have him stand there and hand wash it for you and then throw it into the dryer. It'll be much quicker than throwing it in the wash, and you don't want to throw a bloody faja in the wash with your kids' clothes. Have him hand wash it there. Take some Hibiclens, spray some hydrogen peroxide on that sucker, have him scrub it, put your man to work. He'll do it. Ask nicely.